Welcome to This Just In, a weekly news show highlighting the people and events in Newport News Public Schools, where students develop discipline, rely on teamwork, and help others through sports and athletics. Middle schools recently wrapped up their 8th volleyball season with a series of tournament matches at Warwick High School. The top-seeded Dozier girls and boys teams both advanced to the finals, hoping to sweep the tournament. But the number 2 ranked Gildersleeve girls showed dominance in the past, winning 4 championships over 8 years, including last year's crown. And on the boys' court, the bottom-seeded Hines boys were determined to continue their magical postseason to upset the Dragons. The girls' teams from Dozier and Gildersleeve are familiar with one another, going head-to-head again this year for 3 tournaments in a row. Dozier won in 2015, while Gildersleeve was triumphant last season. This year, Dozier was dominant from the first serve, winning the first 2 sets and completing an undefeated season. Dozier's coach and 8th grade tag science teacher Jane Marino, who coached the female Dragons all 8 seasons, attributed the championship season to strong teamwork. But with a starting lineup of only 8th graders who will move on to high school, next season will rely on a younger Dozier squad to continue their winning ways. After the girls' match, the pressure was on the Dozier boys to put the final touch on their own undefeated season. Standing in their way was a Hines boys team who won only 1 match in the regular season. Dozier took the first set, but Hines wasn't intimidated and came back strong to win the second set. Dozier's boys seemed shocked by the turn of events, and both teams fought neck and neck during the decisive third set. Ultimately, the Cinderella team pulled through and upset the top-ranked Dragons to win the boys' tournament. Hines coaches Nicole Graziano and Allison Kerstetter knew their young team had strong fundamental volleyball skills and were a force to be reckoned with when they gave 100% of their effort. The Hines boys put the regular season behind them as they trekked victoriously through their postseason matches. This is the Spartans' 2nd championship crown after winning the inaugural season in 2010. And most of the starters from this year will hopefully return next season. With parents and teachers cheering on the student athletes and Warwick's own girls volleyball team assisting with officiating, the middle school volleyball tournament was an exciting display of skill and sportsmanship. Athletes don't have to be on the field to make a positive impact. In fact, the goal of a student athlete is to excel in the classroom, even helping other students achieve their best. Warwick High School varsity football players were invited to visit kindergarten and 1st grade classrooms at Sedgefield Elementary to support the school's reading initiatives. Some football players read to entire classrooms, while others worked in smaller reading groups or assisted students with completing their writing assignments. The presence of the high school athletes spurred many young readers to bravely read aloud in front of their class, impressing teachers and their football mentors. With many of the young students, especially the young boys, looking up to the student athletes, the young men from Warwick set a positive example as lifelong readers. And by giving their time and kindness to the young readers at Sedgefield, Warwick's football players are proving their worth on and off the field. Woodside High School basketball players shared their talents and skills with students at Rich Neck Elementary.
Basketball has the power to bridge age differences and cultural backgrounds. So it's the perfect tool to allow high school students from Woodside build relationships with elementary students at Rich Neck. Professional school counselor Terry Jones created Rich Neck's Students with Aspirations and Goals, or SWAG, as a mentorship club for 4th and 5th grade young men. After Woodside students bought Christmas gifts for some Rich Neck students during the holidays, Jones and first-year Woodside varsity head coach Steve Jesowitz wanted to continue the partnership between schools. Coach Jesowitz offered a basketball clinic. Woodside's basketball players visited Rich Neck to spend quality time with the excited young men of SWAG. They kicked off their clinic with a team cheer and then broke up into different stations. The high school students taught a variety of skills, focusing on ball control, passing, and shooting. The elementary students followed the guidance of the older athletes, working diligently on their handling skills and shooting accuracy. And of course, taking every opportunity to impress the high school students. Coach Jessewiz and his players took time to talk to the students about what it takes to be a student athlete in high school, such as keeping your grades up, working hard during and after school, and listening to directions to become responsible young men. Since many of the Rich Neck boys aspire to play high school ball, they loved the experience of bonding through basketball while gaining self-confidence and leadership skills. Everyone involved enjoyed the clinic and are already planning a follow-up session.
For more than 35 years, Jump Rope for Heart has impacted many lives by supporting the American Heart Association. Students learn how to take care of their hearts through an active lifestyle while experiencing the importance of giving back to their community by raising donations. Students, teachers, and parents at Saunders Elementary helped raise over $1,560 through this year's Jump Rope for Heart campaign. To celebrate their accomplishment, more than 250 students participated in an outdoor jump-a-thon, one of the biggest turnouts ever for an after-school event at Saunders. Teachers volunteered their time as the energetic and active students jumped, skipped, and danced. To keep the students fueled, an extra $200 was raised through the sales of snacks and drinks during the jump-a-thon. Physical education teacher Jennifer Mulrine, who organized Jump Rope for Heart at Saunders, was thrilled by the turnout and excited to see so many students, teachers, and parents coming together to support healthy hearts and active choices. The Newport News Public Schools Wellness Program encourages our employees to move, eat, think, and be well. Employees and their families are welcome to enjoy a free Wellness Expo on March 25th from 9 a.m. to noon at Heritage High School. During the expo, families will be introduced to the tools and resources they need to get on the path to healthy living. The morning expo will offer information and healthy fun for everyone, including exercise and fitness demonstrations, free health screenings, engaging activity stations for children, healthy and delicious food samples from local vendors, stress-free zones featuring free chair massages, as well as giveaways and door prizes. So bring the whole family and get moving to the Wellness Expo on March 25th at Heritage High School for a wealth of fitness fun. Another date to remember is Friday, March 31st, which is a teacher workday, so students will be dismissed after a half day of school. Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of This Just In. And check out more fun and informative videos at nnpstv.com to see the many great things happening in Newport News Public Schools. Thanks for watching.